Hi everyone, this is Mistels, and today we're going to have a look at the BlizzCon pet, Murkalot, that finally arrived in our mailbox if you had the virtual ticket or if you attended the BlizzCon itself. So this is the little guy, and he has some really cool animations that we're going to have a look at first. After that I'm going to show you some cool teams. And there we have the first animation. Very cute. Dork. But yeah, in general, he just can't stop now. He's super cute, and he has some really. They did a really awesome job editing and also designing this little guy. I'm very happy with him. Super cute, in my opinion. So let's quickly have a look at the abilities of Murkalot. If you watched my previous video, you already know these, but just for the people who haven't seen these, let's just take a quick look. There's Lash, which is a damage dealing ability. There's Shield Storm, which surrounds. There's another one of the abilities, by the way. No, not abilities. The animations, by the way. I hope you saw it. Otherwise, rewind a second and check it out again. Anyway, so there's another one. He just can't stop. He won't let me actually talk about the abilities. But I love this one. Very cute. Anyway, so there's Shield Storm. And this is a really cool and also frankly quite overpowered ability, but Shield Storm will surround both yourself, Murkalot, and two other backline pets with a shield that prevents the next attack they would take. So very good ability. Righteous Inspiration. It swaps out the highest health pet that you have on your backline, and also gives it double speed and double damage for one round. It's really neat, and I will show you just how strong it is in a second. Then it has Blessed Hammer. This deals damage. Just for your information, at the moment it seems to be dealing out these 359 damage in 3 attacks. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be or not, but at least that's how it's happening at the moment. Reflective Shield, so it gives damage. It gives half of the damage that your attacker are giving you. So neat. I haven't played that much around with this one because frankly Shield Storm is just too good to pass up on. And then it has Falling Murlocs, which is it's a launch ability. At the moment, here's what I am going with. I'm going with the Blessed Hammer, I'm going with Shield Storm, and I'm going with Righteous Inspiration. I know that there's a lot of different ways to play with Murkalot, but this is the team that I have kind of chosen for now to go with, and I kind of like it. So you start out with Shield Storm, and basically you want to spam Shield Storm and Righteous Inspiration as much as possible. So every time they're off cooldown, you try to use them. And then I have Macabre Marionette, and the reason for this is both because of the Bone Barrage, which is quite deadly with Righteous Inspiration, because the plus to the damage increase is being applied to each hit of the Bone Barrage, which is quite neat because they do a significant amount of damage when they actually hit. So let's see what my opponent is gonna do here. So you can see here with a crit, but even without the crit, it would have taken quite a bit of damage or health from this guy. So just gonna apply the Siphon Life here and check my cooldown on Murkalot. So he's still a little bit left there. You just want to wait until he's completely out. But the other reason you want to have the Marionette in is because there's a lot of teams running with Murkalot, obviously, now that he has been released, and the Marionette is really good as a counter towards Murkalot because he does extra damage towards humanoids. So let's just put in my Murkalot here, and then use Righteous Inspiration to do some extra damage towards Lil Bling. Getting my Amber Moth in. He still has his block, so no damage taken from that attack. Still obviously going to take some damage from Make It Rain, but it's not too bad. My Siphon Lives are ticking on both the Void Caller, well, stop there, but it was sticking on both the Void Caller and on Lil Bling. Using the mothballs here to kill off the Void Caller, and I could pull in now my oh, he gave up. I could have pulled in Murkalot again to do the shield storm and kind of get everyone shielded up again, but I could also have used my Cocoon Strike to just protect my Amber Moth and then continue from there. But the guy gave up, so it just goes to show that once Murkalot is working properly, you basically your opponent is going to have a very hard time beating you. So that was a neat little fight there. Unfortunately it didn't go off on as long as I would have liked it to, so I could have showed you a little bit more how you swap in and out Murkalot to kind of make use of his ability to its maximum, but I hope you get the idea. I'm just gonna do a quick fight against some critters now, just so you can see the other abilities. But basically this is the team that I'm running with at the moment. There's other ways to run Murkalot. You can also run him with very hard hitting teammates. So I've been using Ragnaros and I've been using Sufu, and it works really well with Sufu's feed ability, which actually is quite nice when you're fighting against one of the many Kovok teams with the pheromones hitting your backline pets. Then you can use the shield storm, then you can use righteous inspiration, and then hopefully it will pull in your Sufu, who can then block one attack and use feed to heal himself up and then finish off Kovok that way. But yeah, in general, pets with very hard hitting attacks can be a great way to pair up with Murkalot as well. But I just kind of like this Bone Barrage or Mothball combination, because I think it's pretty neat when they actually hit, especially Mothballs when you're lucky with like a streak of hits rather than the 50%, then it really hurts your opponent. I will also say that I have tried with the Dark Moon Tongue and with the what's it called, with the Iron Cannon, and it was really fun. It was against a beast and did like 2,200 damage with righteous inspiration and also being strong against the beast. So you can do stuff like that, but unfortunately then you will have 2 rounds where you're just recharging, so it might be something that you want to wait with until the Dark Moon Tongue is very low on health. But yeah, you can do a lot of fun stuff with Murkalot, so if you have him, get him level to 25 and start having fun. So I'm just gonna find a critter and then I'm going to show you the abilities of Murkalot that I didn't use this time around. So just a quick fight against some random critters to show you the other attacks. So there's the Reflective Shield, which deals back 50% of the damage dealt, so you can see there it took 44. Then there's the Lash, which is just a normal attack, obviously won't do any damage because he was blocking it, so I'll just use it again. Has a 90% hit chance, so it hits quite hard as you can see, but you also have 10% chance of hitting, and you all know how percentages work in this game. You're always really unlucky. And then there's the Falling Murloc. Does a fair bit of damage, but has the drawback that you are stunned after for 1 round, so I don't know. It has a great animation, so I would use it just for that, but it's not, it doesn't, in my opinion, compare to the alternative, which is Righteous Inspiration. Just no comparison at all. So those are the attacks. I hope you liked this little video. I hope you got inspiration for a little bit different teams for your Murloc, or your Murkalot here. Murkalot. I can't speak anymore. I hope you got some inspirations to put together some cool teams, and also if you have any ideas for future videos, make sure you write them in the comments below. I'll be happy to see your ideas. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more videos coming up with PvP IDs and also PvE guides and FAQs, and I also want to remind everyone that I have the November competition up on my blog, and there is a possibility of winning some small prizes, so make sure you check it out. I will leave the link below in the description area, so head over there and just have a look. And that's about it. Until next time, bye bye.